Hello, my name is Blue. I've got Nick with me here, and this is going to be
Hello.
a replay cast of Echoleague Season 2. This game happened a little bit earlier today, today for me. I didn't get to cast it. In fact, Fancy Bones from Charlie's Angels said, do you want to cast this game? I said, I'm sorry, I can't make it, but I will do the replay. And this is what I'm doing. Just as a precursor to everything here, if you're watching on YouTube here, remember, if you're liking what I'm doing, subscribe or leave a bit of feedback in the comment section, or thumbs up, thumbs down. You know how it works. And as well, if you're on Twitch, I'd really appreciate a follow. I'm working towards that. Twitch affiliates gonna let me do this a whole lot more. So if you could do that, if you like what I'm doing, not only will you be supporting me, but I will be letting you know when everything's starting, so you can hang out in the chat, in the stream, watch some good Dota, and have a good time. How you doing today, Nick?
Doing great, ready to cast. Let's go.
Alright, so Charlie's must be kind of nefarious here, I'm guessing, because there's a first ban Meepo on Jeb Bush's presidential campaign. A bit of a mouthful of a name there. So they must be kind of renowned for running a bit of a Meepo cheese. And then the Ricky ban. Just some annoying heroes.
Right, yeah. Man, a Coddle Bristle ban straight out from Charlie's Angel. I don't know why they banned both of the heroes. I think that's a bit weird. I think you only really need to ban one to get rid of that combo.
Yeah, it could be targeted. I guess neither of them are really fun to go up against.
CM pick.
CM, quite nice. Been seen a lot in the first phase. Very open.
I do believe that the most recent patch makes her quite a bit weaker, especially at level 1. She's only able to cast Frostbite once.
Yes, that is right. But still, undoubtedly a strong hero. Frostbite is always a strong spell, and Arcane Aura really helpful and sets up for a lot of kind of early game pressure. Jeb, I'm just gonna shorten this to Jeb, the Jebs. They're gonna grab Witch Doctor and Spirit Breaker first up. Quite fast picks.
But yeah, kind of a weird combo. I think Witch Doctor is more for defending, and Bar is more for going very aggro.
Yeah.
What I think we're going to be seeing is a max Maledict build coming out from the Doctor, and a Brewmaster ban coming out from the Dire side, right? No, the Radiant. I think it's a very strong hero with the CM. Will be able to spam his Drunken Haze in the laning phase.
Yeah, it's actually really low on mana. 25 mana for a 70% mischance at level 1. He's really strong in that. Like, in that offlane, he can go up against some pretty crazy odds and still come out relatively fine because no one can hit him. Jeb
could very well be mid too.
Yeah, quite possibly. Jeb might look to grab some more magical damage, some magical nuke to counter him. Something like a Zeus, I think, would be good. Especially against Crystal Maiden. That mini stun being a pain against her and definitely susceptible to nuke damage. But Nike's ban from Angels and the Bounty Hunter ban. So I guess they're banning out that lifesteal. They don't want that Spirit Breaker bomb with the lifestealer inside. That makes sense.
But yeah, lifesteal is also very strong versus both CM and the Boo. A hero who really just does not care about either hero. I think also for Boo, there are really two plays that you can play against him. You can either try and burst him down before his ult ends, or you can play for the late game and grab up heroes that are able to kill the primal split spirits.
Okay.
I think a lot of lifestealer want one of the heroes who are better for that, just because he can rage and kill and doesn't have to worry about just being tornadoed for the entire duration.
Okay, so Clockwork's going to be the next ban for Jebs. I like that as well. Witch Doctor has no fun with a Clockwork hooking on him in the backlines, and Spirit Breaker's cast animations, I think, are so long that he can hardly get anything off while he's trapped inside cogs getting hit with battery assault.
But Yeah, I think Clockwork Brew is a really strong combo too. You just get the hook, and then you immediately brew split if the other team tries to defend him.
Okay. Second phase of picks. And we'll see if they do decide to pick out some cores. It could be a core Brewmaster though. I would be kind of surprised. He's just not as great of a scale. He doesn't scale as well as the typical cores that are played nowadays do. So it is possible, but I'd be a little bit surprised if we saw him in the mid-roll.
I think actually, I believe the Brew would not be able to lane in the offlane. I think this can really only be a mid Brew, and that's why they banned the Timursaw and Lifesteal. They're trying to ban really hard counters towards the Brew.
Okay, well that'll be interesting. Actually, I better do a little shout out to Yerbad Gaming. He's a caster for Echoleague as well, and a good one. I can vouch for that. So check him out if you like an Echoleague. Now, Necrophos. On the dire side, we saw some Necrophos when we were casting yesterday, and he had mixed results.
Yeah, I believe that they are trying to go for that burst the Brewmaster before he gets his ult off. So Choice Angels may be looking to put him in the off lane since he is kind of sacrificial now that they have that crazy hard burster in the Necro. I'm assuming it's going to be mid.
Vengeful Spirit could be playing another support or a core role. Angels really kind of opening it up here. Not giving away too much for their draft so far, which I like.
I think Venge is a kind of a weird pick. Yes, he does have this swap to get away from something like a cast bounce or a Bara charge into Nether Strike, but really versus the Necro, you want to have a hero that can save someone from getting Reapered, like a Dazzle, a Shadow Demon, even a Bane if you're fast.
That is true. They might be looking to put the Vengeful on a core though, and just grab some other more defensive supports. That is possible. Dragon Knight will be the 4th pick for Jebs.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about the damage on the Charlie's Angels side, even with just versus the Necro and the Bar. But now that at the Dragon Knight, they're really going to have to start to ramp up. They're not going to be able to choose that defensive hero that they need to just focus on damage now.
Alright, and they go for an offensive hero indeed. Sven, the strong blue man, going to be able to cleave down the side of Jeb Bushes with relative ease. Going to face a little bit of a tough spot when it comes to Necrophos, that Ghost Shroud making things annoying.
Yeah, I don't think Sven was the greatest pick here. I think he's really bad versus the Witch Doctor. The Bara can just chain summon through BKB. The Necro E is going to shred him. Also the Ghost Shroud, and he can't really hit the Dragon Knight. So I think they're just gonna have to hope for the last pick of Jebs to be something that Sven can actually do something.
Yeah, it is kind of concerning because Sven is historically one of those big kiteable heroes. Like, even though his movement speed isn't that bad, but he needs to get up into melee range, and if you're playing around him properly, you never let him get a swing off, really. And he becomes useless.
Yeah, something like even a Pugna from Jeb could actually be very strong here.
Yeah, another ethereal to negate all of that Sven's damage. So, last pick for Charlie's Angels. Jebs are going to have the last pick in the game, so they will have the option to counter. And now Templar Assassin, last pick for Charlie's Angels. I don't know.
I think they're really playing into just having the minus armor to deal with the Dragon Knight, but that's not really an amazing way to deal with armor. To deal with armor, you want to just have damage that just goes through it completely. Something like an OD, something like a Alina, which was banned, and a Silencer coming out. Very cool hero now. Now he has an Ag, so BKB doesn't hard counter him. The Ag change was his W now goes through BKB, and it deals his W deals double damage if the target is silenced.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen a lot of use for that Aghanims coming out.
I think it's actually quite strong. The last few games I played Silencer, I've gotten it each time, and it's done. It's also what I think Charlie's Angels should have done to them. With a Silencer, they now have a way to get through the Sven E. Having that pure damage that doesn't care about the armor at all. Silencer also a pretty amazing pick versus TA. Just his Q, especially in lane, will rip through the faction if the Dragon Knight's not mid. I feel like they should put the Silencer mid just because the matchup is so Silencer favored. Oh, I am actually going at 2 times speed. Whoops.
Oh, there you go.
Where are you?
I'm just hitting minus 27, 26, 25.
Okay. It's 27. There we go. Okay. I should be very close to you.
Yeah. I'll tell you when we.
And no one actually opting to go for quick wards. The only ward on the map currently is on the Radiant side protecting.
Oh, okay. I'm still in the picks. They haven't actually selected their items yet.
Oh, whoops.
I think it has different stages of minus.
Okay. So
times.
I'm at. I'll just pause. Where are you?
We're just in the towers now.
Okay. I am there now.
At the towers? At the tower showdown?
Yes.
Okay, well, we are just coming out of that.
Tower just ended for me now.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good. So...
Immediate smoke out coming out from the Radiant team, so they were the team to get out that initial ward mid. I believe it's better for this to go into either the safe lane or the off lane to plant your ward, because in those lanes, getting the D ward is huge. Getting the D ward in mid isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're worried about ganking middle. The Charlie's Angels do have a decent lineup for the ganks. Crystal Maiden and Vengeful Spirit offering some quite powerful disable early game.
So some strange item choices coming out from I think both teams. A Mango on the Dragon Knight. Is this going to be the offlane? I do not see any. I don't see a null on the Silencer. It looks like that's what he's trying to build, and he is going for that ball. Yes, so this will be the mid Silencer versus the TA.
Okay, and they're gonna do a pretty aggressive dive onto the enemy's rune here, the enemy's bottom rune, but it kind of looks like they're going to be sacrificing their own top rune. Necrophos is sitting on the high ground, poised to take it.
Boommaster actually buying the TP early, knowing that they were going to be going for that rune. I think very smart play coming out from him. Let's see if the TA can grab the rune. Oh, maybe
nicely
a kill
done.
out on. Gets Q.
Thunderclap. Slow is coming out. Templar Assassin's got a bit of extra damage. Oh, but Necrophos, he's kind of quick. He went boots first.
Wow, yeah.
Coconut coming out. Not going to hit anything. So...
I wonder if the carry build now is just to go boots.
Yeah,
that seems very weird.
I don't know, maybe it is.
I guess it's actually pretty good on ranged cores because you don't need like a Quelling Blade or a PMS. So we could possibly be seeing that on heroes like the Necro, like the Luna, like a Drow.
Yeah, generally, I would have said historically you see something like a combined stats item like the Null Talisman or the Wraith Band. But yeah, it might be a little bit of a shift in the meta. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
This is a 3-can game, but I actually do like the range carry buying boots first. I think that's very smart.
Yeah, okay. So Dragon Knight with his gold, he's going to grab a Quelling Blade. It looks like he's going to be the main farmer, and they do the... Yeah, it's kind of a weird lane matchup. All around.
It is, yeah. They do have the range advantage, but Venge just does not seem to want to get close at all. But maybe with the CM coming... Oh.
Well, charge onto the CM in the bottom lane. It just looks like it's going to be zoning more than anything. It's not going to really do that much. He's got no friends around. Not completely sure what he was trying to go for there. And you know how you were talking about that Drunken Haze in the top lane? they've really found a good counter to this. Necrophos, he doesn't really mind. He's just going to Death Pulse him down.
Yeah, but he is getting a free wave and a half here, so this is going to give him his level 3 plus the bounty rune. So I think now, after a slightly rough start for the Boo, now he's going to come into level 3 with half health and going to grab the bounty rune, just go base, teleport top, and be full and ready to fight.
Yeah, missed a fair bit of last hits underneath that tower, not wanting to use any abilities to grab them.
Does grab the wand for the death pulse, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. He also doesn't stop the pull from the doctor too, so that's a wave missed.
In the mid lane, oh, Silencer and Templar Assassin both very, very low here. Templar getting some nice shots with those side blades, cleaving through other enemies.
Action happening in every single lane. Brewmaster almost chasing down the Witch Doctor. Bottom lane almost killing the Dragon Knight. These defenders barely didn't have the mana for a second storm.
Oh, charge onto Vengeful Spirit. Dragon Knight, he doesn't have any stun. He just has the Breathe Fire. He's not going to be able to get close enough to get anything done. Spirit Breaker. Oh no, Dragon Knight is frozen up. Yeah, they can't get anything at all. There's a lot of aggression coming out in all of these lanes, but not that much actually happening. Templar Assassin, she's getting her bottle brought in.
Yes, for the entire for the entire game is very even TA. Wait, actually, Radiant's actually destroying both the TA and the Sven. Top farmers, only one who's even closest to the offlane Dragon Knight. And I don't think his farm even matters that much.
Alright, now Brewmaster might be in a bit of trouble. No, the Maledict is just... Richard is going to have to run away. Brewmaster's a little bit too much right-click damage.
Bot lane, they just barely do not have the stuns to be able to grab either the Bada or the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight taunting away. Sven is opting to go for that maxed cleave build, although I do not see any stacks quite yet.
No, it is still early though. They do have time, and Crystal Maiden has been in the jungle for quite a decent bit of this game. You know, getting just getting a couple creeps with her Frostbite, always valuable.
It does have boots now. Thank God.
Yes.
She is so slow.
That's slow. Really, really debilitating. Chain nerfs, basically. Brewmaster has his PMS and enough money for boots. He's actually farming a lot better than I thought he would be. Still only 4-2, but he's been getting decent amounts of XP.
Yeah, all you need on heroes like Brew, like Clock, is your 6. You get your 6, that's an immediate kill gained if you play it right. If you can't get a kill top, say it's only the Necro, that's when you go mid on the silencer. You charge up your ulti behind him.
Oh no, bottom lane, Dragon Knight getting taken down. Crystal Maiden might be taken down as well as a return. No, she's going to run away. Those boots paying off. Yeah, I didn't see. They were all tussling in these trees here. And a Dire Ward scouts it all out, but Dragon Knight going to go down. Not what you really want. If anything, you'd want to sacrifice the support, the Spirit Breaker, but there's some net worth down on the Dragon Knight.
Bootmaster getting low top.
Yeah, very low. Necrophos. Ghost Shroud is going to provide a little bit of slow. Maledict is out, and the right clicks, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, he does have Shrine, and it's not going to be enough to bring him down anyway.
Alright. Lots of skirmishes happening, but the only kill being gained was bought in all of the 5 minutes. As far as levels go, it's dead even. Same thing for net worth minus the obvious lead with both the mid and carry having a giant lead in terms of CS.
Well, that's
28
weird.
On the Sven, 25 on the TA.
I actually don't have a net worth meter at the top of the screen underneath the clock.
Yeah, from what I heard, they changed it to percent, and it only shows when they're above a certain percent.
Ah, okay. So it's no... Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, showing 750 net worth lead or disadvantage isn't really that eventful. But a haste rune on Templar Assassin onto Silencer. This is going to do a decent amount of damage. Oh, no. Witch Doctor's the target instead. He's going to try and TP out and doesn't make it in time. Templar Assassin gets the kill. Charge, but it is cancelled. Sans is just really, really low, not able to go in. Another trap coming forward on Templar Assassin, getting some nice sideblade connections.
Loses all of her refraction, diving tower.
Just goes right in on those creeps, and then another charge. This is the big one here. Crystal Maiden's going to try and help, but nice rotation from Dragon Knight. The Fire Breath gets the kill.
Guaranteeing that. Yeah, you really cannot let the creeps attack you. What he did wrong was he A-clicked the silencer going into the tower, so the creeps aggroed to him, making him lose all of his charges. Yeah,
just those really, really small mechanical plays making all the difference here in these, these fights. That's a game of skill. You need to be aware of so many things at once.
And Silencer has now caught up in CS as well. Has not died too, so is leading mid now. Should be. What the heck?
Oh, yeah. Okay, now Sven, he's going for the Echo Saber first up. Oh, mid. Little bit of a fight happening. Silencer, he's slowed up by the trap. This might be the end. Uphill misses, actually doing so much. Oh, they're both so low. What? Silencer gets the kill? I was not expecting that one. The uphill miss really hurting.
Yep, the uphill miss and the +2 inch from TA diving mid.
Just
making all the difference there, yeah.
Just tiny numbers adding up. Unfortunately, Silencer does go back. There was a regen rune top. He probably didn't need to go back, but better safe than sorry.
Dragon Knight?
Dragon Knight, yes, in the bottom lane. Oh, taken down. Sven popping that ultimate and the double disable combo of Vengeful Spirit and Crystal Maiden and Sven. There's so much stun in that lane. Makes it hard for even a tanky hero like the Dragon Knight, though he only has a 1 in Dragon Blood.
That is the exact reason why you see Dragon Knights normally at least getting the second point in Dragon Blood. You don't normally see skills where the second point offers the same amount as the first point. Yeah. Even in Sniper's case, the second point offers 2 times the amount of the first point.
Oh, wow.
So I believe Headshot, it offers 15 first, and then it offers 40.
Wow. So, what do you... oh, no. Charge into the bottom lane, onto the Crystal Maiden. He might be going down here. Kind of a sacrificial... oh, no, Dragon Knight. Is he going to have to pop this Elder Dragon form? No. They do make it. In the mid lane, Silencer uses his Global to try and save himself. It looks like it's going to work. There's no stun available from the Vengeful Spirit. In the bottom... no, in the top lane, Witch Doctor is going to be taken out. Silencer's going to have to TP away. Oh, there's the uphill miss on the other side. Making it work for him. Oh, God, kills happening everywhere. No! Templar Assassin died in base. Man, that was really close.
Yes, Silencer does have the lane advantage because of Q. I don't think max Q is the build, but they're just doing crazy amounts of damage to the TAs. The only reason why she died in base.
Yeah, it was just that 1 tick of damage. Now we have some stacks coming out from the Radiant side. Sven's pretty low though. He's going to have to shrine and have all his buddies nearby to be able to take this.
Aura is nearby. Does have charge.
Crystal Maiden's going to scare him off though. Frostbite coming in to get them away. Invisibility picked up on Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, doing the old reach around. Ooh, is he going to be able to charge away? No, Dragon Knight's here. He's on the back end. He's popped his Dragon Form, so he's going to take down that Crystal Maiden very, very quickly. Now Dragon Knight, he's been drunken haze. He can't hit anything. Sven's just going to chase after him and beat him down on the other side. Brewmaster running after the Barathrum. He's going to be able to charge away, make it away. Dragon Knight also coming back in. Sven using the ultimate here is going to mean that he can't take those Ancients now, and it's going to put him behind a little bit. Obviously, you wanted to get that, and it's kind of reaching the point where you can't stack it that much. Actually, no, Templar Assassin is going to be able to take those Ancients. So, two stack taking carries on this team.
Yeah, I think the thing about this game, the only thing that's really going to bring the Radiant team back, now that there's a now 20% net worth advantage towards the Dire, is the TA needs to be able to grab a blink to position herself. Because if she gets caught out by the Arcane Curse, she can't do anything for that entire fight.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask, what do you think about the Echo Saber first on the Sven? Now he has the money to finish it. and he's going to be picking it up very soon. But generally, the build we see is a Mask of Madness. How do you feel about Echo Saber? Do you think that provides more of a team fight? Like, it has definitely more stats than the Mask of Madness, but no lifesteal.
It could be because he knows that the Dragon Knight maxed his Q over his E, so Echo Saber will give him some advantage there. But him buying this item is going to slowly do less and less, just simply because Mask of Madness is such an efficient item.
Okay. Lane. Yeah, top lane. Silence is used to deter these Radiant guys from coming in any further. Oh, but Silence he's wrapping around with a Spirit Breaker charge. Silenced up. Nice stun from Vengeful Spirit, zoning out that Spirit Breaker. He's got the ultimate though. It's going to go on to Crystal Maiden. He is taken down. Crystal Maiden really being fodder this game. 1-3-1. But that's not too bad. You'd rather your Crystal Maiden die rather than anyone else.
TA has died 3 times though.
Ooh. I didn't see that at all. Yeah, 1-3-0. That's not the way you are wanting to go on a TA.
Yeah, he started out with the advantage mid, just the counter because of the charge.
Yeah, top lane as well, into the top lane. By this shrine, a nice Q laid down by Sansa. Swap is not going to do that much. If anything, it's just going to bring Sansa closer to the kill. The Necrophos is going to use his ultimate. Yeah, free regen. And Necrophos has a Hand of Midas. Now you see Charlie's Angels do ping out this ward here in the top lane, allowing them to just scout out everything that they were doing. Ward vision from the Dire has been quite good. Aggressive wards all over the place. And Spirit Breaker been hanging around in danger, in like aggressive spots in the enemy's jungle, just gaining vision and intel. You know, he knew there was a stack going on. They were able to make space on the other side of the map to farm and push. A good vision game from
and Dire is leading in now by quite a bit now, but Sven is farming really fast. He's almost at that blink. He may go back for the mask, but even with just the blink, he can make some super huge plays happen. Say he blinks onto the silencer. Something I am worried about is now they have 2 Midases on the Dire side, and they have the net worth lead. So if Sven doesn't make anything happen with this blink, the game's going to go bad real fast.
Yeah, they do. So Necrophos, he's going to transition straight from the Midas into an Aghanim Scepter, and I don't even know if Aghanim Scepter's more or less broken now that they've changed it. On the
so I think Ags is a good item on Necro, but going Ags first is very strange. You need some kind of farming item. Oh.
Top lane, yeah, no. Dragon Knight using his ultimate, but the Brewmaster pops his split. It's going to be really hard for Dragon Knight to decide on who to focus. All that time, though, Brewmaster, he's chasing down the Witch Doctor. He's going to have to run away with that Earth Spirit.
From the back.
Oh, no. This is going to be an easy kill. 2 ultimates committed there. Definitely worth it.
Brew is just nowhere near his blink. Only has 300 gold. Not a very fast farmer, too.
No.
I think the only way Radiant comes back is with either Sven getting an amazing initiation or Brew's next split doing something really good, getting a pick on the silencer or the Necrophos.
They do have a decent amount of money sitting in both of these heroes, and Sven definitely has the potential to burst them down. They're not that tanky. Necrophos does have a sort of pseudo tank with the Ghost Shroud, but it's not enough. Now Sven has a nice invis rune. Crystal Maiden going to go forward, and Silence has used all his abilities on the Crystal Maiden trying to defend. He's going to maybe pop the Global Silence. No, it's not going to be worth. No, he's going to pop it. Oh, nice coconut from Witch Doctors. Oh, they separate. They're just by themselves. Nothing else for the coconut to bounce onto. Charge in from Spirit Breaker is going to be onto Crystal Maiden. She's going to go down instantly. Now Sven, the Maledict's on him. He's taking a lot of damage. What a turnaround here by the Dire side. Now Brewmaster as well being chased down, still ages away from this Blink Dagger and nowhere near his primal split. With all 5 heroes in the bottom lane, nukes come out, stuns, everything, and that drunk bear or panda.
And this whole time, the Necrophos are just farming mid. It's both Necro farming, Silencer getting int, and none of them are dying. I can't wait to see how Radiant's going to come back.
Sitting 4-13 at about a 6k net worth lead. on the side of Jebs.
Because I think in order for Radiant to come back, the Dire's going to have to do some really weird stuff. I'm going to find out the CM here too.
Oh, CM in the bottom lane. Silence, Arcane Curse, ultimates from everybody. They're really not being scared about using these long-ish cooldown ultimates like Nether Strike and Global Silence. Like, you know, if they see a kill they can get for it, they just take it. I
think the reason is because they know that the Sven and the TA are just going to farm, so that's 2 people down. So imagine if a 3-man RP was the entire team.
That is
just
true.
Means that these solo or dual ultimates coming out from the Dire team are just doing that much more.
And Dragonite uses this Elder Dragon form to push in the bottom tower, and without any support from the Sven in the top lane, doesn't look like he's gonna come down. No, he doesn't even have a TP. He's very close with Blink. They're just gonna let this go, and they're kind of hemorrhaging gold here. 43% net worth lead now.
And Neko has finished that Shadow Blade too, so...
Oh no, TA being caught out.
The TA. They do have swap.
Vengeful Spirit might look to try and save him. Yes, that is brought out, and just in time for the silence as well. He's going to be the sacrifice here, but all in all, it's better for him to survive. Now, Sansa getting beaten down by the Brewmaster. Brewmaster has full wand charges. He's going to have enough mana for the split as soon as he is silenced and unstunned. He's going to use it. Freezing Field by the Crystal Maiden inside, but she's just going to be found by the Necrophos.
Just no fear.
Oh, Sven. Now this is the damage. Oh, but he's doing so little damage to that Dragonite. All that armor's doing so much here. Silencer is completely out of this fight now. He's fine. They are going to find probably a favorable trail. Have a look at that fight recap there.
That's a very huge fight coming in from the Radiant.
Yeah, they take down the... They stopped them from getting a push.
They went on the Venge with using pretty much all their abilities, and then they decided to fight a little bit more. But with Brew Split coming in, they just didn't have the damage to kill anyone around it. So, very heavily needed fight coming out from the Radiant, and they definitely...
But now Necrophos, he's sitting invisible, he's getting nice death pulses onto everybody, but a nice stun from Sven coming out. Brew's going to be taken down almost instantly by a couple of ultimates. Now, Necrophos has his ultimate ready, but he's actually getting brought down quite a fair bit. Witch Doctor zoning out the Radiant with his own ultimate. So many ultimates coming out, but nothing really getting that many kills. Swap is going to bring them back in, but Necrophos is going to be brought out of position here. Even though Spirit Breaker gets a kill, that's a really valuable kill onto the Necrophos there.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling about this Shadow Blade, because I think you can go for a right-click build on the Necro, but I think in most cases grabbing a Blink is a lot better. I think that allows him to get the kill on the TA and possibly even blink out from the swap.
Speaking of Blinks and TA is getting relatively close to hers. So she's going to have that extra mobility up decently soon. She's going to evade the death squad of Dire that's running around here, not really splitting up and farming. This, like, even though they do have the 2 Midases, Charlie's Angels have 2 hyper farmers on that TA and Sven, especially Sven, who's starting to build up his own BKB.
That is true, yeah. I think once the TA and Sven have the BKBs, the only thing that Dire's going to be able to do is run. They're going to need to run, hope that no one dies, and then re-engage.
Okay, but again, another tower goes down. This restricts the map movements out from Radiant. It cuts down their farming as well.
They've tier 2's down.
Yeah, at 21 minutes, and that's a decent amount of money for them as well. TA's Blink Dagger is online, and we'll see what item she queues up next. Silencer heading for his Shadow Amulet, just a little bit of an item roundup here, and a whole bunch of stuff sitting in Spirit Breaker's stash. Come on, buddy, bring it to you. Basically a complete, a completed Vlad's. Okay, now Necrophos goes for a Lincoln Sphere. I guess
kind of would. I mean, he has been caught up by Swap, but I feel like I feel like he could have gone to straight tank.
Yeah, there are. He did have. I saw he did have the. Oh no, Roche Pit here. Brewmaster going to come forward and smack the ground, but he's completely silenced and stunned though. Not going to be able to do anything. Oh, Sven, look at those cleaves. So strong. But with the Global Silence and the Witch Doctor's ultimate, he's kind of zoned out. Grabs an Invis rune right underneath the Dragonite. He's going to turn around and stun, but here comes Crystal Maiden with all that slow and damage. Templar Assassin with some extra damage of her own and minus armor going to be helping with the kills. And now Charlie's Angel is going to go. Well, thanks for getting that Roshan low for us, guys. We'll finish it off from now. We'll take it from here. And what a net worth swing in that fight. 1,600 gold in favor of Charlie's Angels.
I just think that's them using all their abilities on one hero because they use Global, I think, way too early. The Radiant team seemed to not even care. He globaled and Sven just got 2 hits and nearly like brought the entire team down to half.
Yeah, and they not only that, but they had complete vision over that entire fight with this ward. The Dire did with this ward over the Roche Pit. Like, it's not like there was a surprise. They all knew it was coming. Just
the Brewmaster literally just ran in.
Maybe he was that sacrificial Brewmaster. He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go in. They're gonna pop everything on me, even if I die. You know, it's worth it because you can come in and finish them up. So let's see. Aegis is on Templar Assassin, and instead of a BKB, she's got the Hurricane Pike queued up. Can be decent. It will depend on if she's caught out though. If she's really punished by that.
I think that's very just because BKB is such a good item this game that I don't know why you would go for a Hurricane Pike. Hurricane Pikes are items that the Dire team should be getting in response to the BKBs on the Radiant. Radiant gets the BKBs, Dire gets the Hurricane Pike. If they BKB, you just force that out.
Yeah, and try and hope that Sven's blink is off cooldown. Speaking of Sven, getting very, very close to his own BKB. Gonna start to be a force of nature soon.
The thing about going the Shadow Blades on both the Silencer and the
well, blink forward in top lane. Templar Assassin just nuking down Witch Doctor in just a couple hits. Dragonite charging onto this Templar Assassin. She's out of position now. She's behind the tower pretty far. Necrophos has his own ultimate ready. Now they use a Spirit Breaker ultimate onto him, and there's a ultimate. But that's only the Aegis. A lot of committal just for that one. And they're going to equalize another tower. This is starting to swing back. Another charge coming out. They do have a vision here. Sans is going to get a nice triple Q onto some people. Dragonite, the damage is quite nice, and he is sitting fairly tanky with an armlet and a Sage, but Sven's ultimate's here. He's stunned for ages. Brewmaster's split is going forward and keeping on chasing people up. Witch Doctor on the back end, hitting with a nice coconut onto the Templar Assassin. She might be forced to get out now with the Maledict. Sven hasn't been able to get much with his ultimate.
Yeah, the Q from Sounds are just completely controlling both Sven and the TA. Their blinks were just useless that entire fight. Another reason why BKB is so good.
Yeah, Sven does have his BKB finished now. He basically just got it delivered halfway through that fight, but he didn't want to pop it to just purge that one silencer Q. Arcane Curse, I always forget what it's called. Oh, okay. Now, Heaven's Halberd, basically the first core item for Dragonite, and ever since the buff, a couple patches ago, this has been Sven's absolute worst nightmare. You use God's Strength.
Versus the TA too.
Yeah, you use God's Strength. In fact, it's probably even stronger because of the extra duration on TA. But you use God's Strength, use the BKB, and you still can't hit anything. It's really not good.
But yeah, so what Sven's going to have to do, I don't know how fast the Dire Fingers are, but in a higher MMR game, what you have to do is you have to BKB before you go in. Because if you have Heaven's Halberd before you go, then the Dire team is going to be able to reinitiate. They're going to be able to run after the BKB, because Sven's just not going to be able to hit anything that's 5 seconds wasted.
Yeah, so to clarify here, it's the change to Heaven's Halberd means it's not purgeable by BKB anymore. Before you could take it off by popping that BKB, but now it's unpurgeable, though it is not castable on magic immune targets. So if you have the BKB active, you are safe from that, but it's the ability to not be able to take it off in a pinch with a BKB usage. My concern about that is like they're forcing Sven onto these two different pathways. Either he uses the BKB early, and in fact they're charging on him. I have to cut myself short a little bit. Spirit Breaker charge coming through. Dragon Knight using the ultimate, stuns coming in. Oh, now he's going to use the BKB. Yeah, it's probably the best choice here. In fact, they've used all the ultimates here, apart from
really should be teleporting.
Yeah, I think he should be teleporting here. Oh, he's just going to blink into the trees. I was going to say, no, Necrophos wasn't even in the area to get a Reaper's Scythe to cancel it.
I believe just slight misplay from Dire, not continually hitting the Sven, stopping his blink.
Yeah.
Definitely should have been a kill. Lincoln Sphere is done on the Necrophos now. I would assume he's going to try and put that onto the Silencer in fights.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was saying about this Sven that they're forcing him to two different paths. Either he uses the BKB early to prevent himself getting disarmed, but then that leaves him really open to kiting. Or he uses the BKB late, maybe eliminates some of that kiting, but then he can't hit people for 5 seconds, and there's a decent chunk of his ultimate wasted and his BKB wasted. I think it's
something that could have been really nice for the Radiant team is going a Silver Edge to deal with the Dragon's Blood, since they opted not to go for magic damage versus Sven.
Templar Assassin blink forward onto Silence. Oh, that's doing so much damage. Only 2 hits and he's already so low, but the invisibility is there. They have no detection. Charge forward. There's some nice disengages, but the charge might force him to come back in. No. Necrophos walking forward. Oh no, Brewmaster, what are you doing? He's going to get silenced and he's got nothing to deal with this. He can't split, he can't do anything. He's just going to get taken down. But here's Sven, he's blinking forward. Silencer getting destroyed by that cleave damage. Necrophos going to try and Ghost Shroud himself away. Crystal Maiden's taking him down with that immense magical damage. Sven still chasing after this. Spirit Breaker makes nothing. Thinks nothing of him now. Blink forward onto Sven, he's got the stun available. Oh, and he's going to be taken down. 2 more heroes, still really low. Dragon Knight. He has the armlet up. It's going to give him a decent amount of health. Shrine is there. Oh, and now Sven might have to be careful with the turnaround. Oh, Coconut onto 2. It's just disgusting. It goes backwards and forwards. Kills them all. But now Sven, he was left alone for a little bit.
Yeah, I really just don't get why they're ulting the Brewmaster with the Necro. He was nearly dead. Silence was still half duration. And Necrophos had opportunities throughout that fight to be able to ulti and kill the Sven.
Yeah,
they didn't have it prepared.
They actually, like, in that fight near the shrine, they kind of just forgot about the Sven and said, oh, we'll kill those other 2 guys instead. And they're all dangerous, but... Oh, Silencer. Damage onto Templar Assassin. She has the Hurricane Pike, and that's probably going to give her enough mobility. Yeah, it is. Charged. This
Shrine
might
is up
be
though.
good. No. Okay, he's going to have to back off. There are too many people coming in. She's going back to base.
So yeah, Sven did opt for going for the BKB blink in, and it did do a lot, but I really think that fight definitely could have gone the Dire's way. This Necro just continually using his ult on someone who's already dead.
Now, I have to say, I like Sven's build here. He's going for Daedalus. I have a soft spot in my heart for Daedalus. I think the meta currently is kind of centered around Bloodthorn, but I just think seeing those 4-digit crits pop up is just too good to pass up. Do you think he's making a mistake there by going for Daedalus?
I do think Daedalus is really good this item simply because the only way you're going to be able to do conceivable damage to the Dragon Knight and the Necro with the Sven is just purely by cleave. So if you get those huge numbers on, say, the Bara or the Silencer, that is going to just absolutely destroy a hero who was tanky beforehand, but is now almost dead.
Yeah, the cleave damage not being reduced by any sort of armor or reductions at all. So that's
Boo is also a hero that likes to go auras too, so he'll be going for that AC that leads to another slot that Sven can use for something like say even a Bloodthorn just for guaranteed crits.
Yeah, so now we do see Brewmaster heading for the Yule Scepter, and I really like this pickup, because how many times in the last fight has he, like, blinked in, and then they've popped a Global Stun? They've used a lot of ultimates. If he can not only force them to use his ultimates, but then turn around, use his own ultimate, and set up for initiation, that's incredibly good play for him. So, that's the item he's going to be going for. Hopefully he does get it off.
I think him dying to like the Necro is actually totally fine. He is somehow creating more space in fights without his ultimate just dying.
Yeah, just by being dead. That's kind of weird.
Yes.
Roshan is going to be taken down. They have a lot of minus armor with this Desolator Templar Assassin. It's going to go down too quickly for them to really go in, and Jeb's not finding anything. Now here's a signature Brewmaster aggressive play. They have no vision in the area though, so their Glimmer Cape going to be an easy escape for Witch Doctor. Top lane on the Radiant side pushed in quite heavily. A siege creep hitting that tower. They're going to have to go back unless they want to lose it. Okay, Vengeful is going to be the designated counter push. Still, letting it get that far is a little bit is dangerous here. They can't, like, you can never really afford chip damage on the tier 3 towers. You don't want that to happen.
Giving up the Roche Shrine, especially for a TA team, is really it's really important for the Radiant team to keep that shrine up. Because if they can't defend Roche, then the game gets really hard. Trying to kill a Silencer or even a Dragonite. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Dragonite does go down. Just up against 4 enemy heroes. Nothing for him to do. Let's see, he doesn't even have a TP. I think he might have tried to TP out, but it got cancelled. Unfortunate for him.
Daedalus completed.
Ooh,
I'm prepared. Where are my numbers?
I want some 4 digits.
Silencer only 14 armor currently. Necro 10. Let's see, what does the DK have? DK has almost 40, but let's just hope that the Sven isn't going on the Dragonite.
No, charge in the mid lane. Interesting,
No
nice stun.
On the Necro, though.
Blink. Yeah, he's going to have to go into tower, a little bit too dangerous. Good play by the Vengeful, just scouting them out. The position.
Run.
Yeah, that's it. And Necro's going to go back. He's coming underneath the shrine. But look, they were already underneath the shrine. They were prepared for this. Sven, he's backing off. He wants to get a nice blink initiate and get lots of damage in. Oh, there he is. 600 crits. Yeah, that's too much for that little silencer to take.
This is probably just base. Racks down, I would assume. They still have God Strength.
They do indeed. Beating down that tower. Glyph is going to be used. Necrophos sitting in the area. What?
I wonder if he's just going to... Oh my god.
Oh, he just ulted. He's just got a raging hate boner.
I wonder why he didn't
for that Brewmaster. Didn't even kill him. Templar Assassin now going to get the Aegis popped. Sven doesn't even gay. He says, oh, I know what my objective is, and it is the Rax. He's still got the cheese. No, he's going to blink forward now. He's going on Dragonite though, but he's still doing so little damage. Oh no, he's got a crit. Take that back. He's doing a lot of damage. Templar Assassin. BKB popped on him. Dragonite buying back. Necrophos getting swapped up. Nice disengagement from the Vengeful Spirit, and they just take the racks, and then they take their leave. I'm going to stop by these shrines on the way past and pick up a little bit extra gold.
This Necro pick just really isn't doing that much for the Dire team. We said that there was a path to go for just killing the Brewmaster, but the Brewmaster is only off lane. Killing him doesn't really mean much, especially when his ultimate's down.
Yeah, I really don't know what that ultimate was for right underneath that Rax. Like, he was on about half health. Might have been a misplay.
If he Qs, he kills him there.
Yeah, but even still, it would have been better. Like, wait till the Sven's Aghanims is up and wait for the Spring's BKB is up, or someone who's this really high priority target. Like, even someone like the Vengeful Spirit, I think, does more. She's got a Force Staff to move people around. She can swap. She increases damage. Oh no, it's just a little bit of a weird play. Anyway, everyone has their times, and might have been a bit of a misplay. Shiva's Guard is going to be the pick of a Necrophos, so he's going to be tanky. He's getting a lot of armor. It might counteract a bit of this Sven's damage, though the minus armor is quite strong on the Radiant already. And just like you said, Brewmaster heading for an AC next. It's going to be a little while away because he's not farming super quick. But they're ahead in net worth, and they keep on taking good team fights. So he might go faster than we think.
Yeah, I believe the only way that Dire can win now is they need to switch their focus from ulting the Brewmaster to ulting the Sven. That is the only way that they're going to win fights. Either Sven or TA, but I believe Sven is an easier kill since TA does now have that BKB, and Refaction is going to start to become a real issue.
TA very close to her own Bloodthorn, buying out parts of the
smoke up by the Dire.
Yeah, all smoke up. They are just to the south here. Silence comes out, nicely done, but Sven, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He BKBs through it. Spirit Breaker's going to get nuked down by him. Oh no, they're grouped up here. That's going to be a lot of cleave damage from the Sven, tearing through Dragon Knight. He's so low. The magic damage from Crystal Maiden doing too much. And then here comes Templar Assassin going forwards. Silencer is gonna live just on a tiny bit of health, and Templar Assassin falls. That's a lot of wow, look at that bounty that Witch Doctor got there.
Jesus, Maledict is doing work. Yeah, well, I mean, they did kill Brew. they did manage to kill Brew before he got ult, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Necrophos does buy back, charging from no ulti or BKB on Sven.
Nice route.
But also no ultimate on the Necro either.
Yeah, unfortunately Sven's ultimate ran out just as he went up that high ground, so they're not going to be able to get anything. Oh, a really ballsy move forward from the Spirit Break. Has the Aghanim Scepter on him. Uh-oh, Vengeful Spirit's caught inside the trees here. Oh, gonna get charged out and taken down. Now Silencer chasing after Sven. He doesn't have that much to do to counter this. Haste Rune's gonna be there and gonna allow him to run away though. Done blink forward from Brewmaster. Very aggressive. Uses that split. Gonna try and go onto the Silencer, but Silencer's dealing a lot of damage now. He's left a lot of time for him to farm up with that Midas. Only one more Panda left. Fire. Oh no, there's still one. He's got the other Panda. He's okay. Oh no.
Necro is following
it's his old nemesis.
HP.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God. He's back.
Yeah, I was afraid of the scythe.
Till the end, yeah. They do have a gem now on the Doctor though, so the vision advantage is gonna start to go their way if he decides to.
It was Brewmaster's gem, and he died and dropped it.
I don't think they should be giving the gem to Boo. That's just a bad play.
He's definitely the ballsy player. But it's not too bad. They don't have a lot of invisibility that they're relying on anyway, just vision.
And they are tanking up on the Dire side too. Armor is really the thing that is going to make Radiant cry. Really, it was already really hard to kill the Dragon Knight, but once he gets that AC, it's going to be it's going to be way harder to kill him. Also, the Silencer is going to get that attack speed. He's going to start doing some real deeps. He also has a ton of int too, 34. Goddamn.
The Spirit Breaker Aghanim Scepter, does that Greater Bash go through BKB?
Yes, but it goes through without the Aghanim Scepter. I think going from something like a Solar Crest would have been.
But is he going to be able to knock out, say, the Sven and the TA in these fights if they're close together? Like, is the Greater Bash?
That is the hope. Yes.
Okay, so that bash from the Aghanim Scepter does penetrate BKB, just like the regular bash does.
I believe so, because it uses his E, and even the on-hit bash works through BKB. So.
All right. Okay. Sven's next pickup is an MKB.
I mean, there is a Heaven's Habit on the Dragon Knight. We could be seeing a Solar Crest come out at some point too.
Yeah, I don't know about it. It seems like a lot of money invested for one hero's one item that's not I don't know, like, he's probably not the main target anyway. Like, you want to hit the Dragon Knight with the cleave damage, not be one-on-oneing him. But hey, it gives him a lot of extra damage and some nice attack speed. Plus, he might get a bash to cancel the TP sometime. Ooh,
yeah, something that would actually be really cool for the Sven would actually be to be going for a butterfly. It gives you a lot of effective HP that won't be burned down by the Heartstopper and doesn't care about the Reaper Scythe. And that would make it so insanely hard to kill.
Alright, nice smoke forward. Oh, Silence is going to try and get out, but they have more vision. Was that another gem? No, a nice ward on Crystal Maiden. Now Necrophos going to be taken down here. He's going to pop the Ghost Route, allow him to get away. Oh, but nice swap back. Sven going to get silenced up here as the BKB. Oh, but a nice zoning ultimate from Spirit Breaker, keeping them all back. Sven's going to pop the ultimate, but he's kind of kept out of the fight here. He's going to have to pop BKB if he wants to get back in, because the Blink Dagger's constantly on cooldown. Now, even though they do lose the Necrophos, and I think they buy back on Silencer, they're still holding this high ground.
Yeah, ultimates are down.
Ultimate's down on Primal Split. Primal Split is down. Goddess Strength is about to run out. It looks like they've successfully held.
The BKBs are down too, besides the Svens. Yeah, Sven actually critting the Necrophos for 1500 without God Strength there.
Oh boy.
Absolutely crazy.
Insanity. Even with his Shiva's got stun, swap forward onto the Dragon Knight. There's Sven's BKB. But that damage. He doesn't have enough damage. Yeah, nice damage. Oh no, he's getting the coconuts bounce between the TA. TA's doing a lot of damage, but now she's disarmed, and now Sven's caught in the cold here, with no one around him to save him. Crystal Maiden running away, no vision on the Spirit Breaker. He's gonna frostbite him up, man, but this is Fool's Errand, and he's gonna go down. Wow, what a really good defense from the Dire. Maybe getting a little bit cocky from Charlie's Angels. They want to go, like, they really want that tower, and they know they have lots of minus armor, but they kind of force the issue. Their ultimates are down, their BKBs are down. They should have just backed off and kept on farming and reset, but they force the issue a little bit, and I think that really punishes them.
Yeah, Radiant making the same mistake that Dire did in the past, trying to continue to fight without their Reaper Scythe diving the Avenge and Brew, leading to them all dying. And the Spirit Breaker also just completely controlled the Sven's BKB. I believe he was bashed for 80% of the time. Wow. Gets a 3-man charge in and a 3-man Nether Strike.
Wow, okay. Sven's BKB is now down to 5 seconds, so he's really having to be careful with that usage. Ooh, and if the Dire are able to take this Roshan, in fact, they're going to pop Dragon Knight's Dragon form to do that. Oh, they are here, though. They know it. This Roshan would be very big to take away. No vision up onto high ground, though. So, yeah, they have no ward up there. They really need to be careful.
AC completed. This is going to make it really hard it's going to make it quite a bit harder for the Sven and TA to be able to kill the supports, just because they affect everyone. That means the cleave going on to the Dragon Knight is going to be a lot less. The Witch Doctor also opting to go for an armor item too. That's possibly why they've been starting to win fights. Also, smoke up from the Radiant. They do see the
around. Oh, Necrophos. He's going to get taken down. Stuns from everywhere, and it's too much. Now,
and no ultis needed to kill him. He doesn't have a buyback.
Yeah, he doesn't have buyback, and with this amount of minus armor and damage, it's an easy Roche. Dire are going to have to back up to their racks and just kind of bunker down for that 60 seconds until Necrophos is back up.
Cheese is taking on the TA Aegis on the Sven, and they do still have all the ultimates too.
Sven gives up his Sven gives up his blink for that though.
He's probably just gonna opt for going for towers over all else.
Yeah, okay. But God Strength doesn't persist through a respawn, does it?
Yeah, I believe what he's going to do is he's going to focus straight onto tower, and when he dies, that's when he's going to use his God Strength.
Okay. I might come in with a bit of a surprise play.
He's probably going to hope that they're gonna blow everything on him with his Aegis, and he's gonna come back stronger than he was.
So 15 seconds until Necrophos Glyph is used to buy them a little bit of time. Templar Assassin taking the tower down.
Their high ground's not very strong.
Ooh, a swap forward silencer. He uses a very nice global there, taking them out now. Sven, who pops his BKB. Yeah, he's actually not getting that much out of it though. Dragon Knight's way too tanky. Disarm on Sven, absolutely obliterated. Some nice freezing field damage coming out. Spiritbreaker getting lots of stuns. Templar Assassin being taken down now. That damage from the silencer is way too much. Sven, he's back up now though. He's doing a lot. Templar Assassin taken down. She has buyback available. Sven's gonna have to run away though. Ooh.
The counter initiation coming out from the bar, just finding these angles that the Radiant team is not expecting, completely halts the Templar Assassin when she uses her BKB. I don't think she got to hit once while she was BKB'd.
So,
and after that's done, she just got kited the entire time.
Yeah, that was an extremely good defense. Not only do they fight basically without the Necrophos, and he dies again.
They do get the tower, but that's a one-fight through Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, fight through Aegis and Cheese, and they get the majority of the kills.
BKBs are falling too.
Ooh.
Only 6 seconds on the TA now.
Yeah.
Well, Brew did just buy one himself, though. I'm still waiting for him to go for these aura items. They have no Vlads, they have no Solar Crest, no...
He had the AC. He had the AC queued up,
now
and he's got it queued up again now. But he had the AC queued up before his BKB. He just decided he needed it instead. Now Dragon Knight. Yeah, Dragon Knight. He's I find him to be one of those heroes who, towards the early and the mid game, besides the tower push potential of his ultimate, he's not that scary. Like, he's a bit hard to kill. That Beast Fire is annoying, but he's not like a crazy damage dealer. But if you let games go for 48 plus minutes, this Dragon Knight with his ultimate starts becoming something you really need to take out.
He can get crazy. Also, just because he has so much armor, he's going to be able to man fight up to a tier where he'll be able to just kill the Sven through his ultimate, possibly the TA through refraction too, since he has that dot.
Is the play for Dragon Knight that 2 times HP and armor?
Definitely, yeah. They're not even looking to go for Silver Edge on the Radiant side, so 12 armor is completely welcomed.
Yeah, okay. Spirit Breaker's next item.
Now too.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker's next item is a second Lotus Orb. Witch Doctor's going to be very close to his. Now, buybacks, they are keeping it nice and safe here. Silence is down for a little while more, only 20 seconds, but most of the cores keeping theirs up.
So items like Heaven's Halberd and Glimmer Capes are really good versus the Sven, but something that's also really good is a Silver Edge. If he BKBs, you just break him, and that's half of his damage gone.
Oh, okay. And I believe it would get rid of the cleave as well.
Yes.
Well, I actually never even thought of that. That's a cool interaction. Now I haven't actually been looking at the net worth, but we look at the difference.
Getting caught out.
Yeah, Necro. Oh, just in the blink of an eye, he's gone.
Crit by everyone.
Yeah, so we look at the Sven and the TA. They're so far above everyone else in net worth. But the control.
Yeah, they're still losing fights. They do have a DD on the Sven though. That's
a lot of damage, especially if he pops God's Strength. Oh no, this Range Rex is going to get disintegrated.
No
it looks like, TA is going to be able to burst down that mid-Rex. I don't know. I guess with the Necrophos is just getting caught out way too much.
Yeah, just doesn't have a blink. How is he supposed to run? Shadowblade's not going to save you. That's basically a CM soloing him with a 90 gold item.
Pretty much. Oh, Dragon Knight using his dragon form coming in. Now Sven already brought down very low. He's going to have to pop the BKB to get out. He's going to come back in though. Oh, now here come the crits. Here comes Crit Man. Brewmaster, he's got his own BKB. Nice ultimate from Witch Doctor. He's in a bit of a scary situation though. Some buybacks are forced out though. Dragon Knight no longer has the dragon form. Brewmaster's split doing a lot of work. And here we see the Bloodthorn really coming into its own. Sansa taken down by the Sven. Oh, no, he's going to get close. Sven's going to go down to this. No, oh, nice Echo. Echo Shell
Hey,
being put on
it was
here.
looking like a really good fight at the start. Sven almost died, but I guess Necro not close enough again, doesn't have the blink.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
That was a
tough
close
game
game.
for Charlie.
It was very close. It was looking
Back and
really
forth, through
heavy.
and through.
Yeah, it was looking really heavy in the favour of Charlie's Angels. But then they just hit a brick wall when trying to go up this high ground, and they lost a whole bunch of fights in a row. It was starting to look like it was turning the other way, but all that net worth was on their favour, and they do take the game 1 out in the end.